Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Kresna. I'm from UIN Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta. So I'm gonna talk about appreciate difference, not deviation in perspective of Islam. Appreciate difference, not deviation in perspective of Islam. So many people in ranging from teenagers to an adults today have experienced deviation, especially sexual deviation in form of LGBT. Should be known that LGBT is social sexual orientation, or LGBT is an emotional, romantic, and affective attraction of human beings. Sexual orientation is different from sexual behavior, where orientation means feelings, not action. That is, a person might live in contrary to his sexual orientation. For example, a man who was married and has a children, but actually he is a homosexual. The factors that cause it to occur in each person can be different, but there are some factors that tend to cause this deviation, such as genetic imbalance, because basically sexual orientation instinct develop before puberty or before someone experience sexual experience. There are environmental factors. Some of them who are homosexual or bisexual admit that their association influence them to have such a sexual orientation. In addition, parents who often fight divorce or domestic violence are also suspects of playing a role in this. After that, there is traumatic factors that happen to an individual, a bad experience in the past that just continues to stick in the heart, and causes trauma is also accused of being the cause. For example, sexual harassment or violence experienced by someone. LGBT seems to be a normal trend in this era. Domestic and foreign independent survey agencies stated that in Indonesia has 3% of LGBT people from the total population. The rise of the LGBT phenomenon in Indonesia is closely related to the trend of liberal countries that provide recognition and place for the LGBT community in society. The people with it often carry out large-scale demonstrations hoping that they will be recognized and treated the same as human in general. However, according to Swara.com news, there are already several countries that strongly reject this deviation, such as Brunei Darussalam, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, United Emirates Arab, Afghanistan, Qatar, Yemen, Iran, Somalia, and many more. The first thing for us as Muslims is to be objective about the incident. Don't defend the deviation, but if they ought to be treated the same in the eye of law as human beings, then that is legal and can be defended, because getting equal treatment in the eyes of law is the right of every human beings, right? Then secondly, we should not hate the person but hate the deviants. This must be done because in fact we Muslims really appreciate differences but do not like the deviants, in line with Surah Yunus verse 99, which states that, and if your Lord had willed, everyone on earth would have believed entirely. But do you want to force people so that they become believers? And Surah An-Nahl verse 125, which states, call people to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good lesson and argue with them in a good way. Verily, your Lord is he who knows best, who has strayed from his path, and He who knows better those who are guided. For this reason, I invite all of you to seriously fight against this aberration, but don't turn us into people who intolerant of differences. Remember, guys, LGBT people are still human. They are have human right, although they doing deviance, but they have human rights that stick to them since they were born. So that means LGBT group has to be protected from discrimination, bullying, violence, and all form of violence are human rights because they're still human. We all have to keep our friends, family, and our relatives away from this deviation. God has created man and women for us and made us pairs. So why do you have to choose the same sex as an orientation to satisfy lust? Okay, we already arrived on the ending of this video. So that is my recommendation about respect differences, not deviation in perspective of Islam. Thank you for watching and Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.